Hi guys, I'm Sean and today I'm going to do a September book haul. I didn't do one in August, so I haven't done one in like a month. And I don't actually have that many books. You'd think that, you know, a month I would have more books, but I'm poor. And I was in a massive reading slump, and for some reason, even when I'm in a reading slump, I'm like, do I feel like buying books? So August I didn't really buy that many books. I do have 6 physical copy books to show you today. I've bought some on my Kindle, but my Kindle decided it was an adequate time to die. So I mean, if it's charged by the end of this video, then I will add that on as well. But otherwise, no Kindle books. Sucks. And that's the downfall of technology. Things should just stay charged unlimitedly. Things should never run out of charge, essentially, is what I am trying to say. I will say that if I can, I will do a summary of the book, but I appreciate summarising. So if I don't do necessarily a big summary, I will hopefully leave you some Goodreads links below. But all I'm going to say is I am so excited to read all of these books that I have in this pile. So yeah, I definitely think you should pick them up and read them with me. No doubt about it. The first book that I have to show you, I actually got from Asda, which, you know, I don't normally buy my books from there, but it was so cheap in comparison to the books in Waterstones, and that is For a Divergent Collection by Veronica Roth. Haven't read it yet, but as you can see, it's hardcover, and if I'd have gone to Waterstones, it would cost me £12.99. I went to, went to Asda, cost me about £4. If that doesn't scream bargain to you, then I don't know what does. But yeah, this is essentially a collection of short stories based on the character 4. It's got 7 different short stories about 4 in the book. I think it's like there's short stories that explain his life before Divergent happens, and then some points that are during Divergent but are from 4's point of view, which I love reading. So yeah. If you can hear a bin rolling, I'm sorry. But yeah, I love reading different books from different points of views, like if it's not supposed to be like that way, you know, because I want to know what 4 is feeling, I want to know his feels. So yeah, there's that one. The second book that I have to show you is, I think, one that everyone was talking about, everyone's got and read, and I still haven't read it yet, but I'm definitely going to, and that is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. You probably all know what this is about. Do I need to explain it? It's essentially about an adult couple. They are married, but their marriage is kind of taking a turn for the worse. So her husband takes his kids and leaves and goes somewhere, and she finds a phone, and essentially it's a time-travelling phone, and she can talk to her husband at previous points in their marriage or when they met, sort of thing. And I've heard that it's so cute. Okay, and the next book that I have is one that I was bound to buy after I read the series. You know, I was obsessed with it for a while, and I've heard that this one is about a main character, well, not main character, but like a side character from that series, and that is Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead and Adrian. So much more Adrian, I'm so excited. But this one is also about Sydney as well. If you haven't read Vampire Academy, then you're probably not going to know who that is, but I don't really know what the premise of this one is about, other than Sydney has to act as a protector towards Lisa's order on her own, if you haven't read. Just basically, Sydney has to act as a protector to a vampire, and she doesn't particularly like vampires other than Rose Hathaway, so yes, and Adrian comes into it, and I'm so excited. I love Adrian so much. Okay, then the next book that I have to show you is one that's carrying on with my fantasy path, and that is one that I think, if people read fantasy, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, you need to read that now. And that is The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. My uncle actually told me to read Brandon Sanderson books because he said that he loves them. So yeah, and with a cover that is this pretty, you just got to. You got to. I don't even know if I can sum up this book, but essentially it's a fantasy, a big fantasy. I'll leave the Goodreads below for this one. I'll leave a link below for it because I don't know if I'm going to be very good at describing it and making you want to read it. All I can say is that I'm excited to read it. Everybody else on BookTube is excited to, well, has been. Oh, God, I've got a hiccup. Has been excited to read it or has read it already. So, yeah, and plus, if you don't like the cover, then you are weird and love white books. I love them, I love them. I want to squish them on my face. Oh, and get lipstick on them. Right, then the final two books that I have to show you were my two most anticipated releases for this month, and I just tipped my hand on my bookshelf. The first one, which was actually released yesterday for us in the UK, I don't know if it was released earlier in America, but for us in the UK it was released yesterday, and that is The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, which is the second book in the Fifth Wave series. And if you don't know what the Fifth Wave is about, it's essentially about aliens, what's the word I'm looking for? Invasion. It's basically an alien invasion, but it's done in waves. So you've got the first wave, second wave, third wave, fifth. Yeah, you get me, you get me. And we follow the main character, Cassie. I forgot what her name was then, because it's been so long since I read Fifth Wave. And it's essentially about her surviving, and she meets Evan Walker, who love. And it ends on a very big cliffhanger, and we don't know where Evan is. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one, although it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Like, tiny. I hate this. I know it's the second book to the Fifth Wave. Why do you need to put it on a thing? It says on the says on the back, no one can anticipate the depths to which others will sink, nor to the height. I can't read. No one can anticipate the depths to which others will sink, nor the heights to which humanity will rise. So it sounds like we're going to get a bit of uprising in this one, which is good. If you haven't read The Fifth Wave, please do talk to me about it, and we can read The Infinite Sea, and we can fangirl and talk about it, yeah. Okay, and then the final book I have to show you, if you follow me on Twitter, you are going to know what this book is. No doubt about it. You will know how overly excited I was to get this book, and how, like, oh my god, the intense love I felt for when I got it, and just so much love. If you can hear something, it's my laptop turning on. And that is, of course, the highly, highly, highly anticipated Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I am currently reading this right now. I'm only a few pages into it, already loving it. Please read it. Please read Throne of Glass, and please, I need everybody to read these books. They are insane, and it's a 6-book series, apparently. So, what? This is the third one, and we've still got 3 more to go. That means I've still got to wait 3 more years, probably, to get the other books. Don't do that. I don't do waiting. But yeah, Air of Fire, I'm pretty sure everyone's had this in their halls. People in America got it earlier than we did, but, you know, I got over that. I did cry about it for a little bit, but I got over it. Oh, I love it. No. But yeah, moral of that story is, Air of Fire, love it. Throne of Glass series is quickly becoming one of my all-time favourite series, and you all need to read it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Not again! My Kindle just decided to come alive quite quickly. Oh, how does this work? And I actually bought 4 books. Literally just bought one. I was, you know, browsing, scrolling, and I just bought one. So the first one that I got is Dune by Carrie Corp and Laurie Langdon. All I know is that this book is set in Scotland, and it's about something to do with rings and friends and a mysterious blonde boy that keeps showing up. I don't know, but I know that Sasha from Booktopia loves it, and obviously now loves Scotland because of it. Sensitive subject of Scotland, isn't it? But yeah, I'm excited to read that one, and the cover's really pretty. You can't see. And then the second book that I got on my launch Kindle is If I Stay by Gail Forman. Now, I bought this on my Kindle because I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it 100%, like, you know, splash out all the money to get the book, the hardcover physical copy book, because it doesn't really seem like my type of book. But I wanted to get it because I do want to see the movie, but I like to read the book before I watch the movie, so that's why I got that one. Essentially, If I Stay is about a girl that has an accident and she's a ghost, I think, and she just has to decide whether to stay or whether to go and see the rest of heaven. And then the third book that I got was actually to do a readathon, read along even, which I'm shit at, and I'm never going to say I'm going to do one again because I just never read books when I'm supposed to read them. And that was Veronica Decides to Die by Paulo Coelho. I tried with the read along, but I just didn't. But I bought it anyway. It was 99p. I might try to read it again, but at the moment it's not my cup of tea. I don't know why. Just not my kind of the book that I would usually. And stay. The final book that I got is, let me just read the name. Branded by Abby Kettner and Missy Kalicki. Purely this cover is weird. It's like a face, but then she's got like a thing around her. Again, I can't really remember what this is about, but I just remember watching Sasha from Booktopia review it, and I thought, oh my god, that sounds amazing. And I just looked on my Kindle and it was like £2.40, and I was like, well, I'm gonna buy that obviously. But apparently it's quite, I remember Cher saying that it's quite intense. And let's just say that this book starts off with, I'm buried 6 feet under and no one hears my screams. So it's going to be quite an intense read, but I'm hoping that it's good because I sometimes like intense YA books. I think they're quite good when, you know, stuff goes on. But yeah, that's the book on the things on the Kindle. And that's all the books. That's it for today's haul, guys. So I showed you 10 books in total. Wow. Okay, I did buy more than I thought. You know, I always forget about the books on my Kindle, which is why I need to start putting them in my TBR. Have you seen my TBR jar? Look here. I made a TBR jar. It says TBR, it has a bow on it, and it has a Christmas decor on it. It's got all the books that I need to read, although I need to add a couple in. Because, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you found maybe a couple of new books that you might want to read. If there are any that you think I should read, like, right off the bat, then leave a comment below. Obviously at the moment, Air of Fire is priority. Yes, of course it is. It's one of my new favourite series. Just deal with it, read it, love love me, and all of the things. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time. Bye! Well, oh shit, I can't drop the Kindle. Like, I can't drop the books, but I can't drop the Kindle. Don't know what accent I'm trying to do. This is hard. The Kindle's gonna have to go. I break technology too much, and I just, I can't, will you just stay? Alright, okay, get it? Nope, I don't have 7 books to show you. The 5th wave is just chilling. It shouldn't be. That's not what I want.